We've got our story segment right now. Who's been loving the stories? And we've got some great stories about breakthroughs with buildings over the last 10 years. We haven't just been planting churches, but some of those churches have been taking ground in terms of purchase of buildings, building buildings, and that's no small achievement. That takes boldness, takes faith. So we got some great stories just to shout out to you right now. I'm going to go through a few highlights, and then I'm going to interview Pastor Lubo and Tanya from Bulgaria. Why don't you come up already, guys? Why don't we just fix our eyes on the screen? The first building shout out we've got is to C3 Alive in Uganda, who last year built a 1,000-seater auditorium and a huge answer to prayer. Come on, why don't we give it up to C3 Alive Uganda. C3 Atlanta is right in the middle of building a larger auditorium. Look at that. They're right in the middle of it. In Indonesia, C3 Blessing Community in Medan with Pastor Hezron and Sarah, after 32 years, have purchased a building, seats 1,000 people. They're able to, they're reaching out to the community, running church planting training there. Come on, why don't we give it up for these guys in Medan? And as we heard the other night from Pastor Joe Martin, C3 Trinity in Dallas have bought their second building. Look at that. An incredible renovation of a traditional church building. You guys are amazing. We did our last C3 Global prayer meeting from there. And recently found NYC, managed, this is an incredible story, managed to purchase the Hit Factory in Manhattan, a well-known building there. This is nothing short of a miracle. Why don't we give it up for Found NYC for purchasing that place. Amazing. And over to Bulgaria. Pastor Lubo and Tanya Petkov from C3 Stara, Zagora. Correct. 2 hours away from Sofia, the capital. These guys have been part of the movement for 14 years now. Church of 400 or 500 people, and then hundreds of others meeting in locations around the country in gypsy villages. Yes. No small achievement. But we want to focus on your building breakthrough in 2019.
December 2019.
December 2019. Tell us where that building is. How much did it cost you?
We bought the building in December 2019, old movie theater cinema in the city of Stara, Zagora, right there in the heart of our city. You'll see in the pictures, close to the train station and the bus station. This is the heart of our town. We were praying for this for so many years. This is old communist building in the 60s. And nobody used it for 20 years. It was completely empty. And when we went and go through that building, both with Tanya, Holy Spirit touched our hearts and He convicted our hearts to pray and also to buy that building. And it took almost 1 year to pray and negotiate for that building to buy it.
Right, and how much did you pay for it?
We paid for this building 200,000 euro.
And how much are you having to spend on renovating it?
Almost up to now, almost 500,000 euro.
But it would cost you in
another
the end,
500.
Yeah, so about $1 million in the end. But let's just put that into perspective. You can multiply that by between 3 and 6 times to put it into like a Western European context.
Yeah.
Right, so let's say 5 million.
At least, yes.
Okay.
In the beginning, they said that it will cost us total to build the building for 600,000 euro. But when pandemic happened, and after that, when Ukrainian war started, the price is extremely up in our country, and like everywhere, it will cost almost 1 million. But since when we start in 2022, in May, till now, we never stop, and we renovate the roof, we put the new walls, new windows. We are moving now inside and put electricity and also new stage, and it will host almost 400 or 500 people in our city.
Amazing. Now you, in Bulgaria, banks will not loan to churches, so you've had to pay cash for this and cash for the renovations. Tell us one or two of the God moments that have happened for you in this story. Tanya.
God moments are the best. It was a big challenge, and many people ask me, why you just going for a new building because you already have one? And God gave us some visions before to step in this project. I have a dream with new building, and I see faces that I never see before. And I believe for a big harvest. If we're looking for easy life, we can just stay in the old building and do our normal church life.
Yeah.
But we are looking for harvest, and we need to step out of the boat.
Amazing. Amazing. Tell us about your dream.
In one of my prayers and my dream, before just to purchase the building, I saw in my dream Pastor Phil, and I asked him a question in the dream: how you know that you have a faith? And his answer was very simple but very strong. And he said, faith is coming when you take a step and when you act it. And immediately when I was wake up in the morning, I remembered these words, and we decided after that, according to Joshua chapter 3, when all the priests step in the river, then the river was separate. And I took all our leaders and we went there and pray, and we say we're gonna step by faith, and we're believing that this will be fulfilled.
Amazing.
So it's a faith movement, action. It's also a grace from God,
Yes.
and also support from many of you. We have your prayers and your support. We want to thank you.
Amazing. And just to close it off, what would you like to say to any pastor out here
I want to
who is
encourage
dreaming
them,
of a building?
like Pastor Joe said the other night, if he did it for them, he will do it for everyone. But I want to encourage everyone who came from the countries that the incomes are so low. Just believe nothing is impossible for God. Nothing is impossible for those who believe. And also pray for revelation to know who is El Shaddai and who is Jehovah Jireh. Everything comes by revelation from God. He has the all resources, and I believe that He will supply all the needs, as for us and for everyone here. We just bless you and thank you. And thank you for being here.
Amazing, amazing, amazing.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, congratulations to you both. We love you deeply, and an incredible achievement. Can we give it up for Pastor Luba and Tanya?
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.